decided to load the push bike up with my art stuff and obviously filming stuff, so I can film the painting for you guys. So I've just seen a scene that could be a possible. So this is the scene I'm going to paint, but I'm actually having to paint it side on because the sun is so bright on the paper and I haven't got my shade with me. So it's the first time I've actually done this, but I've seen other artists do it on video, so I'll give it a try. It feels strange to be painting here but painting that scene, but we'll give it a go. I've sketched out the scene in with the first wash. So we've got some nice clouds today, so I'll give it a go trying to capture some of those. So I thought I'll leave plenty of white paper and try and get some clouds in. So I'm just going to use just clean water just to soften some of those edges. We want soft edges in the sky. It's more blue at the top and it kind of greys off a little bit towards the base. There's just a little bit of leftover paint down here. Pour some of that up into the sky. Burnt sienna on that roof. There's a lot of warmth in this foreground here, and I think we'll just go for a warm wash across the foreground, or the middle ground should I say. And although I can't necessarily see a distant blue hill, let's put one in. That run down. The sun is out, so there's lots of warmth in the scene. And now I need to let that dry, which won't take long in this temperature. I shall keep my box closed because the paints will dry out very quickly. That's what I can do. Just grab my water. Let's just spin this round into the sun. So that has dried sufficiently. Nice dark green for these trees. I need to cut around the edge of this barn. Get some tree shapes in there. Keep my hand out of the way so you can see. Tall tree there. It's drying out really fast. That's part of the challenge. It's dark down here. And then these trees come around here. Try and get a bit of a bead of water going. So I've kind of painted the foreground trees before these distant trees, but I find when I'm painting outdoors, what I generally do, the rules all go out the window and it's just panic, paint. But it's what makes it fun. So these trees can be seen in behind the woodwork in there where half the barn is missing. of water over here just to soften some of this. I think we can get away with plenty of water today because there's no issue with it drying. That's the distant hills and some trees in there. Let's strengthen this foreground a little. A lot. Again, let's put some water on there. Some warmth, foreground. So while we're waiting for some of this to dry, we'll perhaps paint some of the barn. So we've got a nice dark edge along there. Just mop some of that up. And before this dries, I'll just drop in a suggestion of some more trees in there. But, just a suggestion is all it needs, but it'd be good to get them wet into wet because it'll make them look further away. I'll add connection across here. Let's do this side as well. Got some wood, half of it's missing. Oh, weathered barn. It's really tricky with watercolours painting outdoors when it's hot like this. Just doesn't do what you want it to do. Just water, just to soften some of that. Dark area in there. Have to bring that hook post or upright. And we can suggest a hill disappears off there. Dark area along there. And then this is in shadow here. I think we'll let that dry. This tree here, so we've got the sunlight coming this direction, so we'll have a cow here that's perhaps catching some light. Still a bit wet there. Always find trees tricky. Find what it does seem to help is hold the brush towards the end of the handle, and then just as they grow, they grow straight, then change direction, go straight, change direction. So it's and I don't tend to kind of paint every individual branch as it is there. I shall take inspiration from the tree. So it's not a painting of a tree, it's a landscape with a tree in. Leaves in. So light is catching the tree over this side. So this is not a lot of paint on the brush, and it's quite dry where the sun has dried it out. So this is the side that's getting all the light. And then we can go to a darker green over here. I'm going to leave some sky holes. A slightly more dense area there. So try and put a bit of detail in this roof. Again, maybe just a suggestion. Just soften some of that. So we've got some green in here, which tallies up with what's in there. Maybe there's a hay bale in there, I think. Hedge here. While this is all wet, so it connects in there nicely. Dry brush for a bit of interest in the foreground. A little bit of a darker edge along the base of the grass. So we've got the sunlight coming in this way, so maybe we throw a little bit of a shadow across. Focus the attention over here. Just a little bit of water there. So now it's just to paint the cows that aren't there. So we've got a nice highlight here. There's one. Shadow kicking off of it there. Another one. Another one there. Another one just over the hill. Put a few highlights here and there. The light is catching on the top of the grass there. And we have a buzzard coming over the top of the hill there. I can see some dark areas under here where the panels have completely gone. Just tone that down a little. leave a little bit of a highlight. I'll give my palette a final spray. I close it up and hopefully I'll still have some wet paint. So quite pleased with that in the end. To say, it was a bit of a struggle because of the sunlight, but I think I've captured the warmth of the day. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notifications so you get to see the videos. The sun's going in, which is typical, now finished. But